Getting you big breaking news. Now Sadhguru has launched a scathing attack on the Congress party as they continue to question our braves. He's laid out it clearly. He says 75 years of independence and our borders are still not defined. Who did not understand the geographical concept of a nation and said it straight after independence, launching a direct attack on the Congress party there.
Do you think we have to manage this, and how do you think we need to look at this entire issue of China?
This is not only about China. First of all, let's understand this. What we call a nation. Well, we like to say India is a cultural entity, this, that, everything. Yes, it's all true on one level. But essentially, a nation is a piece of geography. So except in the oceans, none of our other borders are properly defined. East, west, north, nowhere is it properly defined. How do you make a nation like this? Is your western border clearly defined? No, you have LOC. Northern border, you have LAC. Eastern border, you know all the trouble, the perforated borders that you have. So after 75 years of independence, why have we not defined it? Because somebody did not understand what is a nation. We have fancy ideas, we will pray for peace. I don't know what's the other word you use, pray and what? We wish and pray for peace. Peace will not come that way. We must do the right things so that the ambiguity is reduced and the reason for any kind of confrontation is reduced. And then once that is done, peace must be enforced. This is the way the world works. Putting our army out there every day, losing men, either in the west or now in the north, constantly, because there is so much ambiguity. The important thing is there should be no endless ambiguity about what is our nation, what is not, because at any time somebody can rake up a problem. The earlier you do it, the better it is. Now after 75 years, nobody is willing to listen to you. You should have done it the moment you get independence. Within the first 2-3 years, you must define your boundaries. This is very, very important. Someone did not understand this. This is a serious flaw.
Jai Hind, Sadhguru. I've seen your videos and I heard some of your lectures, in which I could make out that you don't believe in boundaries and concept of nations. And we should not kill enemy, we should kill enmity.
I did not say you should not kill your enemy, but you should kill the enmity. I said there are two ways of settling it. Sometimes you kill the enemy, but it's less expensive and more beneficial to kill the enmity. Killing the enmity may not be in your hands, this is in the hands of somebody else. Killing the enemy is in your hands. Your business is to kill the enemy if you have to, all right? So, do not mistake these two things. Killing the enmity is somewhere else. But if that is done, then forces could be used in a much different way. All these young men and women could be used in a much different way which is beneficial for them and for the nation. So, let us not mistake the two. I am not telling the forces, you go and kill enmity. No, you must kill the enemy if it's necessary. And we must understand, the other person also is trying to kill the enemy. We are the enemy for somebody. So tell me, how long will we continue this? Somewhere we have to kill the enmity, isn't it? Somewhere we have to settle our disputes and go about our life. Well, such things have not happened in many hundreds of years, unfortunately. So we think that's the only reality. No, that is not the only reality. There is a possibility, many nations which fought bitter wars, well, you see Europe, World War II is not another eon, all right, it's less than a century. Just 8 years ago, they fought as bitterly as any man could fight, all right, as dirty as anybody could fight. But today, they're existing as one economy, almost as one nation, beginning to happen. Problems are there, but beginning to happen. Well, we could also envision something like that for Asia. Well, right now it looks like not a possibility. I don't see that possibility in the next 20 years' time or 25 years' time, but I feel one part of the boundaries, one part of the borders can be settled can be settled if political will is there, necessary wisdom and maturity is there, of course, on both sides. It is possible to do it because there is nothing much to lose or gain. Only there is gain for both sides by settling the enmity. But on one side, it's a different issue. That's not going to settle in near future, at least not in the next decade or two, it's not going to settle. Maybe I sound pessimistic, a lot of people feel that tomorrow morning they can settle it, but I live with reality, I know people's mindset. Until this generation passes, I don't believe it will settle in the other country. What do you think? It's a complex mix of many things. Too many emotions, too many aspects involved in this, and there are gods fighting in heavens, so they have to stop first. There are many levels of layers of fighting happening. This fighting is not going to stop just like that. We could minimize it, we could control it. That's definitely a possibility. About I'm not here to preach the forces, love thy enemy. Do I look like so foolish? Do I look that stupid? I don't, right?